Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hope you're doing fantastic whenever and wherever you're tuning in from. I'm Remy, and it's been a little bit since we've had any concrete updates on the training. And to be totally honest, I haven't been feeling too great the last week for sure. And I think it's been coming on for a little while now. Just feeling a little better today. I think I'm still a little hoarse, still a little congested. The energy level's not back. And honestly, took another day off from training just to let myself really get all the way better so I can have some quality sessions and make the most of them when I do get back out there. So from the last more solid update we had, I had been swimming a ton and the running volume has come up and cycling has been steady Eddie. So that's been great. Sometime along, I don't know, maybe 2 months ago, I was really noticing some tightness in my neck. And I think some of that was exacerbated by me just having poor form early on. But now that the form and technique are getting a little bit better, it's becoming more and more noticeable that, something's really happening here. So I've been going to PT once a week and really trying to get things straightened out and figure out exactly what's going on. This tightness beneath my right shoulder blade, and I'm thinking that can't possibly be right. Now, disclosure, this is not something that is new as a result of swimming. It's actually been there for a couple of years. It's never really slowed me down or kept me from doing anything, so I just kind of lived with it. And I'm sure we all have some sort of a little niggle that we just live with, and it's not a big deal. It's not gonna hinder me from doing anything. But I started to get the thinking, if swimming is all about relaxing and being calm and slow is smooth and smooth is fast, then I can't possibly be as smooth and steady as I can be if I'm in any sort of discomfort. So we figured we'd get it checked out, and lo and behold, yeah, this tightness has been a real problem. So seeing PT, we've been working through a couple of different movements, some stuff we do in the office, some stuff for me to work on at home, and it's really made the difference just day to day, and really shows up when I'm back in the pool, because then, oh my goodness, I can actually rotate and breathe. Figure that out. If you can breathe, you can swim better. What a novel idea, right? And the knock-on effect there has been, now I'm on the bike and I can hold my head in the arrow position a little bit more confidently and stay there a little bit longer, because that pressure has been relieved off of my neck. So it's just made everything a little bit better. Now, the other big update is I ran a half marathon time trial. Trouble with racing in New England in March is that you actually never know exactly what you're gonna get. It could be a wonderful day with, 40s, lightly overcast, or it can be a 30-degree day with 20-mile-per-hour winds and chances of snow. You never really know. So I hummed and hawed and kept thinking about it and was waiting till really the last possible moment to register for the race. And looking at the forecast, I opted to, instead of going down and running the race in person, which honestly I really wanted to do. I know there would have been so many benefits to being in the corrals and having the energy off of everyone else. But one, if I'm really honest, the biggest thing was the cost. By the time I decided to, yes, let's do it, the registration cost was already at $100, and thinking that's not terrible for a half marathon. However, this was just a tune-up. All I wanted to do was test my fitness and see where my run fit was. So it didn't really make a lot of sense to me to pay for not even a C race, like just a fitness test. On top of that, number two, is the weather was very different from Sunday, the actual planned race day, versus Saturday, the day I laced up for my time trial. So I took my chances and went on Saturday, did it solo, self-supported on a route that I know very well, and did an out and back 6.5, out 6.5 back, and I wanted to do that with some particular efforts. Okay, we have got a gloomy, kind of damp, about 40-degree morning. It's a little wet, and what better day to run a half marathon? should be ideal conditions for me, actually. I like it a little crisp and right around 40 degrees. I don't mind the moisture at all, but we'll see if we can actually beat the rain before that comes in a little later. So it is kind of misting out here on me a little bit, which is fine. We got the sleeves on, we got the gloves, ready to put in a good effort. Rumble, rumble. So let me get this warm up done and get loose, and we're gonna get going. Whoa. So that was fun. I was going out very conservatively and practicing squeezing it out of the tube very slowly, and that mostly worked, but with nothing to chase. I mean, no excuses, no excuses. This is where I am. I think I got just under 2, which is great. I'll take it. I haven't run with this effort for this long in a really long time, and that's what this was about. Just a baseline, see where the boy's at, and I'll take it. I know where I stand. I know what I got to work on. I really thought I'd be able to kick a little more towards the end, and right around mile 12 I fell flat. Like, I started to pick it up. The last road crossing, I mean, then I just couldn't keep it up anymore. I heard the split in my ear, and then from there I knew I wasn't gonna get my goal time, and that's fine. I knew that a while ago. That's fine. Still had a great day. I am so pleased with this. I gotta respect the distance and figure out how I'm gonna do this kind of effort after swimming a mile and a half, riding for 56, and then still have this in the tank. So now we know what we gotta work on. So it went. I wanted to run a 150, maybe 155. I ended up running a 159, which, okay, that's fine. That's where I am. And I still have now 9 weeks to prepare and get myself together. So I can adjust my expectations and kind of plan for maybe a 6.5 hour day, or who knows, maybe I'm stronger on the bike than I think. Maybe the swim gets better than I think it will be. And even if I take a 2 hour, maybe 2 hour 5 half marathon, it'll still work out to be under 6 hours. But we'll see. I want to finish strong. I want to sustain good energy. I want to, have a pleasant experience first and foremost. But it doesn't hurt to have a framework for that pleasant experience. I don't want to just kind of go loosey-goosey and, hey, whatever happens, happens. I'm not going to stress over transitions. I didn't mention that at all. And not to say that I won't be working on my transitions, but it's not an area that I feel like I need to stress myself about and hurry through to, I'd rather be comfortable and make sure I'm properly set up for each leg of the race instead of just zipping in and out and having a bad time on the bike because I thought I didn't need to do X, Y, Z, or dumping this on the run because I didn't want it to bog me. No, forget that. Let's just have a good time. What you should also know is a month after that, I've got an Olympic planned, and that is where I really want to let it loose, and we'll see where I am, what kind of conditions we have after the 70.3, that I can really channel that into going all out full tilt on an Olympic distance race. So excited. The weather is finally starting to turn, which definitely means we can probably start getting out of the garage and out on the road. Thanks so much for the motivation. Thanks so much for sticking with me. And until next time, it's been real.